I traveled here to the UK to testify as a witness to assist the court. After obtaining a restraining order in 2016 and finalizing my divorce.
The court battle between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has been going on for, well, a really long time. And this is because every day there is new information being revealed that completely changes the direction of the court case. And now, sources are claiming that Amber has gotten into trouble with the FBI, who are now investigating her. So what has she done now? I'll give you the whole scoop in this video. As you already know by now, Johnny Depp met Amber Heard in 2009 on the set of The Rum Diaries, where he was starring as Paul Kemp while Amber was playing the role of Chanel. Their relationship began in early 2012, and by April 2014, they got engaged. They later on had a private marriage ceremony in 2015. However, their marriage was filled with so much turmoil, and by May 2016, barely 1 year since they got married, Amber Heard filed for divorce, claiming that Depp had been abusive towards her. She revealed this through an op-ed piece she wrote for the Washington Post. In the op-ed, Amber wrote, "I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out." Depp's name was not mentioned anywhere in the op-ed, but it was not hard to figure out who Amber was referring to, and ever since that article, Johnny Depp became the object of public hate, and many people stopped associating with him. He even lost some of his roles in major films. Well, how quickly the tables have turned, since Amber Heard is now being investigated in an FBI-backed probe over her potential perjury for a 2015 incident, an investigation that could lead to her losing her acting career. According to a new report, the Aquaman actress is being probed by Australian officials with the support of the FBI as they track down witnesses in the United States of America. Back in 2015, Heard faced controversy when she brought her two dogs, Yorkshire Terriers Pistol and Boo, into Australia without submitting the required paperwork for the correct entry into the country. Heard was charged with 2 counts of illegal importation, contrary to the Quarantine Act, and 1 count of producing a false document, but it was not specified what document that was. Blaming her misstep on a lack of sleep and then issuing an apology, Heard avoided any biosecurity charges and prison time she could have faced. She and Depp had been in Australia while he filmed the next Pirates of the Caribbean installment, when reports surfaced that they were keeping dogs that had been improperly imported. Australia, which is known for strict animal, foodstuff, and agricultural importation policies, would have required Heard and Depp to begin the process more than 6 months prior to their arrival, including the making of multiple visits to a veterinarian in the US and a 30-day stay for Pistol and Boo in a quarantine center in Australia. Australian Agricultural Minister Barnaby Joyce famously issued Depp and Heard an ultimatum: remove the dogs from the country or surrender them for euthanasia. If we start letting movie stars, even though they've been the sexiest man alive twice, to come into our nation and break the laws, then why don't we just break the laws for everybody? He said on ABC at the time. Eventually, the dogs were flown safely back to the US. However, as the report states, Australian officials have now reopened the inquiry after claims made at her ex-husband's, actor Johnny Depp's, libel lawsuit against the British tabloid The Sun, News Group newspapers, and editor Dan Wootton last year after being called a wife-beater. Judge Andrew Niccol sided with The Sun when the court found that Heard's allegations of domestic abuse were substantially true, and the Pirates of the Caribbean star subsequently lost his appeal earlier this year, despite support from his former partners Vanessa Paradis and actress Winona Ryder. During the libel trial, the incident with Heard's dogs was revisited, with this new report now saying, Depp's former estate manager Kevin Murphy raised eyebrows down under when he told the London court that Heard had ordered him to lie under oath after she flew the pets into Queensland on a private jet without declaring them. The report goes on to exclusively reveal that the Department of Agriculture, Water, and the Environment responded by quietly reopening a criminal probe and enlisting the help of the FBI to track down witnesses in the US. For now, the good news is that both Kevin Murphy and Kate James are fully ready to expose Amber Heard. In fact, they have already started doing so. The report has gone on to state, one of those, Murphy, has now been interviewed at length by Australian investigators and has provided a lengthy witness statement and a trove of emails allegedly implicating Heard. Sources close to the investigation believe she could be weeks away from being hit with charges of perjury or subornation of perjury, which involves inducing someone to provide false testimony. Kevin Murphy revealed that he told Amber that he wasn't comfortable lying in court after she asked him to say that she was not aware of the rule in Australia. Kevin Murphy said that he had told her a number of times that she did not have the right paperwork to take her pets from LA to Australia, and emails were presented that showed her asking him to lie for her and to get her former assistant Kate James to do the same. Specifically, Miss Heard wanted Miss James to give a false statement that Miss Heard was unaware that it would be illegal for her to bring her dogs into Australia. Miss Heard was aware that this was illegal because I had informed her repeatedly by email, telephone, and in person. I told Miss Heard that I was uncomfortable with giving a false statement to the court and that I would not ask Miss James to do so, Kevin Murphy said in an interview with The Sun. Kate James has also gone on record accusing Amber of being both verbally and mentally abusive towards her after drinking and taking drugs. This made working for her between 2012 and 2015 a living nightmare. Kate James claimed that the abuse was so severe that it left her emaciated with stress and permanently scarred. This is what Kate had to say. Amber was regularly verbally and mentally abusive, and would often scream at me in that way over the smallest things. She would fly into blind rages when no one could reason with her, and even if I was trying to offer her an explanation, I didn't think that she could hear me as she was so angry. It was like she thought regular things that can go wrong in any person's life on any given day didn't apply to her. Everything that went wrong was always my fault. I remember one occasion where she missed a connection on a flight on or around Christmas Day in 2012. My aunt was visiting from Australia at the time. She was screaming abuse at me for literally hours, as though I had made it snow and caused disruptions to the flight. These witnesses have also testified against Amber Heard in other different cases. Kevin Murphy, for one, revealed that Amber had faked her alleged bruises that she had received from Johnny Depp's abuse. Kevin Murphy told the court that Amber had called him when he arrived at her Los Angeles home, claiming that Depp had hit her several times and pulled her hair. Murphy continued to say that he was suspicious of her claims since there were no marks or swelling in any area of her head. He was then shown a photo which was taken the day after the incident, in which Amber had marks and bruises on her face. Murphy confirmed that the photo had been faked, and in no way had he seen any signs of physical abuse when Amber had come to him. Johnny Depp has really suffered for the past couple of years, having to deal with all the lies that Amber Heard has told concerning him. But maybe there is hope yet for Johnny Depp. Maybe the time has come for Amber's lies to be exposed. We shall know all this in due time. But right now, all I want to know is, what are your thoughts on this matter? Do you think Amber Heard will finally get jail time for all her crimes? Let us know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.